Stephen Conway flicks it to Damien O'Hagan. Man makes the angle, puts it in high towards Kevin McCabe. He collects it well. McCabe still has the chance, left-footed. It fell for Brian Michael Linden. Armagh goalkeeper Brian McClure gets it for Tyrone to Eugene McKenna. He flicks it in right-footed. That's a beautiful score by McKenna. Looking for movement up front, finds McConville. And Monroe was very close to him. Donaghy puts it through, a lovely ball to Kevin McCabe. McCabe cuts in looking for the angle. He's still going right through. He's met by Joey Donnelly. He's still going. Oh! That was beautiful play by McCabe, but a beautiful tip over by Brian Michael Linden. He went for the cheeky flick instead of driving the ball. And Michael Linden just got his fingertips to it and put it over the bar. 8 points to 5 in favour of Tyrone. And here they come again, this time a Plunkett Donaghy. Patsy Curran on the run with Frimley. Curran was fouled. The referee Mick Cranny, much to the disgust of the fullback, it was the free in to Tyrone. And this a chance for Stephen Conway to increase Tyrone's lead. Joey Cunningham for Armagh got one just before half-time from a similar position. Let's see if Conway can do this. Could be an important kick this for Tyrone. He puts it over the bar. And the red and white flags of Tyrone wave here at Irvine Stand. Here come Tyrone again. Harry McClure out towards his clubmate Kevin McCabe. It's a no man. He should win that race to the ball. He does. What option will he choose? Into Curran. Pull forward, looking to make space. Puts it across towards Sean McNally. He's got a man in support if he sees him. He does. The man's Donaghy. Right-footed. That's a glorious score by the midfielder and captain. And Plunkett Donaghy was pleased with that.
Yes, and so were the Tyrone supporters, as it helped to put them into the Ulster final. Well, on the strength of that performance, many people believe that Tyrone's name is on the cup this year. But they surely won't be taking anything for granted against Monaghan. Now, if 1987 was a bad year for Monaghan, they've showed all the signs of making up for it this year. Their first round match was against Cavan. That turned out to be a very tight affair, but it showed something of Monaghan's resilience.
Here's McInerney. Karen comes for it on his favourite left foot, and Riley under pressure from Eamon Murphy. That's a good save by the Killen-Kerr goalkeeper. Now Derek McDonald and Cavan at last see some space ahead of them. That's Declan Lockman chasing McDonald. Good run by the 13. Good point.
Cavan were a point up at half-time. Then Monaghan hit back.
At left knee, the obvious signs of battles gone by. He scored 2 points in the game thus far. Playing it to Nudie Hughes. Well, that's brilliant stuff by Nudie Hughes.
Monaghan were 3 points ahead 15 minutes into the second half, but Cavan had their chances to pull that lead back.
Jim Riley. Damien Riley. Kenton Cal. A point, but it certainly looked from here as though a goal was there for the taking.
Going into the last few minutes of the game, Monaghan were just a single point ahead, but then they got the chance to wrap it up.
Now this is a crucial free kick. Eamon McInerney slipped at the wrong moment. Jerry Sheridan dropped it. The referee's on the spot. And it is all out for Monaghan, a penalty kick. Now, interesting that Owen Hamilton's gone out and Sean McCaig and co on the sideline have said to the Monaghan players, look, if you want instructions, I'll give it to you. Over the bar. No fancy stuff into the cobwebs. Over the bar, down the main road if you want to. A point ahead, 10 seconds to go. You're a point ahead. Eamon McEnany obeys. He better. Absolutely terrific finish. Both sides giving their all. And you can never have a question mark against the commitment of Ulster teams. That's Ronan Carlin and Eugene Sherry. What an important catch that was. Ray McCarron, the Monaghan fans can hardly contain themselves. Eamon Murphy with Jerry Sheridan. Now Bernie Murray. Bernie Murray to Eamon Murphy. Eamon Murphy can kick it wide. It's as good a place as any. As the referee checks with the time again. 2 minutes into time added on. There won't be too much more of that. It's over. A famous victory for Monaghan.
And so Monaghan went on to play down in the Ulster semi-final. It turned out to be another good day.
Hard championship football. No quarter given or asked. And it all ends with a sideline kick to Monaghan. And to this man, Brendan Murray, who's had a very good game and has really wrapped up the threat of Kelly O'Rourke in that corner. Eamon Murphy gives it nicely to Eamon McEnany. There's a goal here, surely. Yes, Eamon McEnany, the scorer. Oh, that was very well taken by McEnany. But that's a powerful full forward line. Murphy won it. Gave it to McEnany. There was a goal always there for McEnany. He's very sharp, he's very accurate. You saw it for yourself. Trainer then, not having the confidence to try for a point, gives it to Greg Blaney. That's a very good effort by Greg Blaney. And it drops over the bar. Oh, that's a good one. Well, Monaghan, who led by 4 points, now only lead by 1. They need another score to settle them again. Eugene Hughes trying to shake off the attentions of a very determined Malachi Murdoch. Crossfield nicely to Eamon McEnany. Well, when he gave it to Eamon McEnany, he certainly gave it to the right man. We're in the last minute of this Ulster semi-final. Many people felt when Sean McCaig took over Monaghan again that he'd rekindled the spirit of 1985. It was tough looking for the McCartan McQuaid that his stint of managership wasn't all that successful, not for lack of trying on his part. I should add, as David Byrne drives it over, but there you see the style of the Monaghan men, the big Garda from Kavanagh Country in Inniskeen, now playing in his club football in Dublin.
Playing his club football in Dublin, but very much a Monaghan man. Well, no more than the Munster hurling final, there is huge interest in tomorrow's Ulster football final. Indeed, it's a pity that both of these games should clash on the fixture list. Well, you can be sure that it will be tense stuff in Clonus tomorrow. But despite the rivalry, some of those involved took time out to meet on neutral ground during the week. And Kieran Murray, the Monaghan captain, is sandwiched between Tyrone forward Damien O'Hagan and assistant manager Paul Doris. Adrian Logan of Ulster Television spoke to O'Hagan first about the big interest in Sunday's game.
Both teams will definitely be going out to win, and it'll be an attacking game, and everything's pointing towards a terrible big crowd on the day, so everyone expects a great game.
Where would you see as the particularly important areas on Sunday?
I think the important area definitely will be midfield attack. If either team can win the supply of ball in midfield and supply attack, them will be the important areas.
Now, you mentioned attack, and Tyrone will field the same side that beat Armagh in the semi-final, and that was quite an impressive win over the old rivals.
It was a great victory, especially after last year's hiding that we got in the semi-final. The Tyrone attack played very well. It took them a while settling down, missed a lot of scores early on, but whenever they got going, they played very well.
Paul Doris, after an indifferent league in Division 3 of the National League, Tyrone are through to the Ulster final. Did you honestly think that they could do that?
Yes, we always felt that we could. We blooded quite a few young players in the league. They probably didn't come on as well as we had hoped they would. We were helped that some of the old players who were carrying long-term injuries had recovered and were ready to come back for the championship. We were very nervous against Antrim. It was the first time for the management We knew that Antrim had been preparing very, very well. The reports we were getting were suggesting we were going to get a hammering, but on the day it didn't turn out that way.
And Damien, how big a blow do you think it is to Monaghan to lose their full forward Eamon Murphy?
Provided Eamon Murphy's not there, I would say it'll be a fairly big blow to them. I know Eamon personally has been in Australia with him, and he is a good player.
It's a very big loss to us. Eamon, he's very hard to replace, especially when you consider that he was playing better possibly this year than ever. It gave us a lot of options in the full forward line. He's very strong in the air, and he's also very quick. So it's a big blow to us, but we've sort of come to terms with that. We knew more or less after the down game that we wouldn't have him, so it's not as if it happened in the last week, which would possibly be more disappointing.
And Nudie Hughes is having a particularly good season again.
He is, yeah. As I was saying there, with Eamon and Nudie in the full forward line and Liam McEnany, we were particularly strong. Nudie's playing very well again this year. He's very sharp, and well, in the last 2 games, but Sundays is another game.
Kieran, if Monaghan lost on Sunday, do you think it would be the last fling for many of the players?
Well, not for, I suppose for a couple of them, possibly, yeah. I suppose I won't embarrass any of them by naming any of them at this stage, but we have as good a chance this year as we would have in any other year in the imminent future.
You're looking forward to it, Damien?
Looking very much forward to it, and again in Tyrone, we're not looking for an Ulster title, we're looking for an All-Ireland.
Yes, indeed. Hopes are clearly high in Tyrone. Well, now, before I go, there's an event on during the week that I'd like to mention to you. It's a special 7-a-side